Can a clean makeup brand give you flawless eyebrows? Well, today you're in for a treat. Today we're demonstrating the LamikBeauty Revelation Brow Duo. This is a non-toxic clean brand that was built around the breast cancer community. So if you're interested, stay tuned. There's more to come. Greetings, beautiful ones. Welcome. I am the Balanced Beauty, and on this channel, I am creating a space to share my life post breast cancer. Now that I'm cancer free, we are diving into beauty, a little bit of travel, and lifestyle as I completely rebuilt my life. Let's do this together. Let's do this. Let's do this. And we are back. We're back talking about, and we're going to be demonstrating the LamikBeauty Revolutionary Brow Duo. So, how I came across this product is that I attended a conference earlier this month called BaddieCon. BaddieCon is a conference for breast cancer survivors, thrivers, warriors, women that have just finished treatment, women that have just been diagnosed. And the premises for this is a 4-day conference is that you're going to be educated, there's advocacy, and then there's definitely opportunity to build community. I attended as a first time attendee, and that conference was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And so that video is coming soon to see all the beautiful connections that I made and all the beautiful things that they are doing. But we're going to be talking about this LamikBeauty. And so how I came about this product is one of the speakers at the BaddieCon was the beautiful Kim Roxy, who is the founder of LamikBeauty. It is a non-toxic, chemical-free product. It is made with natural ingredients, and so I'm super excited to have this product in my hand and to demonstrate it for you here. I've only used it like one or two times, but I wanted to come on here and kind of demonstrate how I do my brows. Brows are a little bit challenging, especially for women that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. If you didn't know, when you have to go through that challenging journey, especially if you're starting treatment, any type of treatment that is related to the breast cancer, I'll speak for myself. Going through that treatment, I lost all my hair on my head, my lashes were gone, my eyebrows, the little that I did have were gone. Having eyebrows to frame my face, and I met Kim, and she was so lovely, so sweet, and so I definitely brought her product because it's a clean product. Okay, we are back and we are a little bit closer. So as you see, I've already started with my eyebrows with my pen. You can do this with a pencil as well, but I like to use a pen. It's just easier and it flows easier. So I start off my eyebrows with a pen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off with the LamikBeauty Brow Duo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the LamikBeauty tool, which is a brow pencil, which has the brush at the end. It's pretty angled and small, and then it has the spoolie at the end. So with the spoolie, you would probably, if you have eyebrow hairs, you would just brush them up so that you can get them in an alignment with starting with your brows. But because I don't really have any brows right now, I'm waiting for them to grow back, this is what we're going to do. So I don't really use the spoolie, but I love the brush end part. And so what I'm going to do is you don't need a lot, but I'm just going to tap that brush into that powder. Probably don't even need it to tap it that many times. But since my eyebrows I've already started with the pen, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shape the tail end of my brows. And you're going to shape them the way that fits your face or however you like them. So as you see that I am just kind of creating that tail end portion of my eyebrows. Now don't worry that if they look kind of crazy or they don't look really pulled together. That's where the concealer comes in. So what I'm doing is I'm actually lining the bottom of my brows with that powder and kind of brushing some of that powder into those lines so it can look more cohesive. It looks a little dark on camera, but I'm telling you, you got to trust the process. So I'm going to start with the other brow, which is a little tricky to do on camera, but I'm going to try. So like I said, I'm going to be shaping, tapping my pencil, my brush into that powder, and then I'm just going to go and start creating my brow how I like my brows to be. So if you like your brows really thick, you color them and you design them to look really thick. For me, I like them thin, not super thin, but just a nice brow shape for my face. And so, yeah. So we're done with that. So if you can see, that powder didn't go all over the place. It didn't splatter everywhere. It stayed in place. And that's what I love. That's where the magic is for this powder. And I did a little bit of brow. I didn't dip back in, but the powder was still on the pencil, and I just used that for the beginning of my brows because I can see where maybe I miss opportunity to put that pin there. So I'm just going back and forth, cleaning that up. So now I'm just going to use another brow brush. I'm going to use a different brow brush. This is something that I've already had because I don't like to dip the same brow brush into the concealer that I've already used in the powder. So I'm just going to use a different one. I'm going to dip into that concealer. This concealer is pretty thick, which that's what you would want because you want your brows to stay intact. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up the shape of my brows with the concealer. You see that? Do you see that line? You see that? And what I like to do is I like to brush down the concealer so that it can start blending in with my eye look if I'm doing a shadow look that day, or if I'm just doing a bare eye look. I'm blending that into my skin with the brush that I use for the concealer. So what I want to do is I'm going to take just a regular brush, and I like to continue on blending that color out so that it can look as natural as possible. I love it. And what I'm going to do, because I know how I like my brows, and so you may be different, you shape the brows how you see fit, how you want them to look on your face. And so for me, I want to taper that in part of my brows, just to give it a cleaner look. You see that? You see it. You see it. So beautiful. And that powder stayed. That powder stayed. It didn't move. It didn't move. So we're going to do it again. We're going to clean up this brow. We're going to tap into that concealer that's in the Brow Duo palette. And I'm going to start shaping my brows how I want them to look on my face. So I started off with just like a line, and then Let me not move too fast because then I'll mess up. Go over that. And I'm just bringing down the concealer just so that I can get it to look the way I prefer. So I'm just taking the rest of whatever was on that concealer that I had on this brush and using that to blend that out. And so I'm going to take my other brush just to blend it out so it can look a little bit more natural. I think I took off a little too much powder. And what's easy about it, I can just go right in and fill it back up to the way that I want it without having to dip again. And then I can go back and reshape it the way I see fit. I'm really trying this with a very small brush, very small mirror. So that part is a little challenging. Now, just note that eyebrows are sisters. Eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. So, yeah. Feel like me do a little bit. Doing it on the camera can be kind of tricky. But let me try my hand, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my eyebrows. So I'm just cleaning up the top, because it's preference, right? There, that's much better. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm just kind of cleaning up that concealer, so hopefully you can see them better. I absolutely love it. Do you see that? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is probably touch up my makeup just a little bit just so I can complete this look, and I will be back. So this is my finished makeup look. I absolutely love it. The brows, it's the brows for me. I absolutely love it. And they are very long lasting, and I couldn't be happier. So if you're interested, like I said before, let me scale back. If you're interested, I would definitely check out Revelation Brow Duo by LamikBeauty, the beautiful Kim Roxy, who started this brand for the breast cancer community, or in lieu of breast cancer community, because she had her own journey and wanted to provide a clean product for those women that were looking for more cleaner products and not having so many toxic products. So that is the complete makeup look that I am giving you today. So with that, if you're interested, like I mentioned many times in this video, you're interested in a brow product and you love the fact that you are getting a clean product at that, definitely check out my link below for LamikBeauty and find the color that coordinates with your skin tone. And I love it. I'm a lifetime customer. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, loves. Love you much.